A good evening to you wherever you may be. We are in Gainesville, Georgia tonight for tonight's RWL Rage. We're certainly glad you're here. My name's Don Hickson, and joining me will be Christy Ogilvie and Myra Schimmelman. And ladies and gentlemen, it's going to be an exciting card as we get closer and closer to Monday, May the 26th, and the Snarl and Rage combined Memorial Day card. And let me tell you, that is going to be absolutely outstanding.
He's right, and I ought to know, because I'm putting it together right now. Some of the matches are already signed, a lot of it's still up in the air, but by Monday, it is going to be off the chain.
There's going to be an awful lot of championship matches that night, and the Memorial Day card is hot every year.
Every year so far, Christy. We start tonight's Rage with Legends Division action with the one-man Riot Squad, Dick the Bulldog Brower, set to go one-on-one against Mr. USA, Tony Atlas.
Sounds like we're coming in hot, Christy.
And I am ready for it.
Welcome to RWL Rage. Tonight's opening match is scheduled for one fall with a 15-minute time limit. Introducing first, along with manager Lou Albano from Dover, Delaware, weighing in at 285 pounds, he's the one-man Riot Squad, Dick the Bulldog Brower.
He's been called a wild man, he's been called a bug-eyed lunatic, but Dick the Bulldog Brower certainly competent inside the squared circle, and he is all set to go tonight against Mr. USA Tony Atlas, and what a match that is set to be.
Let me tell you, Albano, he's cooking something up. You'll notice he's been running Bulldog Brower and George the Animal Steel frequently. That's because they're going to be in action on the 26th as a tag team. Although, God help me, I can't ever see them winning a tag team championship.
Ugh. Me neither. Bad enough the Angels of Anarchy are new women's tag champs, and the thought of Steel and Brower with championship gold? It doesn't bear thinking about.
But given Lou Albano's successful track record of tag team champions, it remains a very real possibility.
And his opponent from Roanoke, Virginia, weighing in at 280 pounds, it's Mr. USA, Tony Atlas.
This should be a fairly even matchup, and it'll be brains versus brawn here, with Brower and Atlas at about the same weight, but with totally conflicting in-ring styles. Damned if I can call a winner for sure, but I can still speculate, and I think Atlas has a little bit of an edge over Brower in the intelligence department. Hope that's going to be enough to get Tony Atlas through this one with a possible win.
And we are all set for what should be a very exciting opening contest indeed. On tonight's RWL Rage, there is the bell. Tony Atlas charges, misses with the dropkick. Bulldog Brower countered with a kick. Tony Atlas countered by Brower. A clothesline finds Tony Atlas out on the floor very early in the goings here, as Bulldog Brower steps out, and he is quickly countered by Mr. USA. A huge takedown by Bulldog Brower on the outside. Both men quickly returning to the ring. Bulldog Brower with a rake of the back of Tony Atlas and into a power slam. Going for an immediate cover, but only garnering a 1. Bulldog Brower countered by Tony Atlas. Brower counters Tony Atlas. A double chop to the ears. Wow. Bulldog Brower really starts to open up with a series of hard right hands, followed up with a stomp to the midsection. Bulldog Brower countered with an elbow by Tony Atlas and an excellent crossbody, followed up with a kick to the back. Mr. USA rounds up Bulldog Brower, winds up the arm, boom, into a top wrist lock, but Bulldog Brower powering his way out. Brower into a dragon sleeper on Atlas. Atlas slapping the hand away. And there's the power of Mr. USA all the way up, all the way down. Into a Dominator. Mr. USA with an inverted atomic drop right in the store, and I'm sure Brower felt that one. Bulldog Brower, a Luthez press, and a series of right hands, much to the delight of Captain Lou Albano as Brower covers again, barely garnering a one. Tony Atlas quickly back up on his feet, and again, look at this. Slams him right down with a military press drop. Tony Atlas stomps the arm of Bulldog Brower. Atlas going for his first cover here. One. And only just a one. Bulldog Brower powering out of the pit. Brower charges. What a clothesline. Takes Tony Atlas down. And oh, here we go. Bulldog Brower exposing the steel of the turnbuckle. Atlas with a beautiful, beautiful drag right there. Mr. USA working up the crowd here in Gainesville, and they love Tony Atlas down here in Gainesville, Georgia. Brower back up on his feet, hangs Tony Atlas up over the top rope. Mr. USA whipped to the far corner by Bulldog Brower, counters with an elbow. Brower counters him, and a running headbutt takes Atlas right back down to the canvas again. Bulldog Brower drives a knee into the chest of Tony Atlas. Another headbutt puts Atlas into the corner, an elbow across the back of the head. Tony Atlas stuck in that far corner. A chop takes him out, puts him out onto the floor, and yet again, Bulldog Brower exposing the steel on a second turnbuckle now. Tony Atlas rounded up, whipped to the far corner. A chop across the chest, a second. And Bulldog Brower setting Tony Atlas up into the tree of woe, and putting the boots to the throat of Mr. USA. Bulldog Brower, the one-man riot squad, perhaps putting in a bit too much exertion. Brower, up, here we go with a Tongan death grip, but no, Tony Atlas quickly powering out as the referee corrects that turnbuckle. Atlas with a double air clap on Brower. He's got him by the throat, and look at this, Mr. USA with another Dominator-style slam. And whoa, he is rallying the crowd here in Gainesville tonight. Mr. USA with a clothesline. Follows up with a second, a rebound off the rope, and a beautiful spinning heel kick from Mr. USA Tony. And here goes Captain Lou Albano, attempting to distract Atlas, buying Bulldog Brower time to get to his feet. But to no avail, Brower not able to make any use of it. Bulldog Brower has him up. Classic wrestling takedown from the one-man riot squad. And again, Bulldog Brower, he has been taking lessons from George the Animal Steele when it comes to turnbuckles. Mr. USA counters Brower from behind with an elbow. And whoa, Nelly, here we go, boom! Busted Atlas wide open with a hard right. Albano again trying to mess around with those turnbuckles. And with the referee distracted, and Brower into a Cobra clutch, here's a possible submission. Atlas countered, Brower escaping the hold. Bulldog Brower catches a kick to the midsection. Mr. USA Tony Atlas has him all the way up again, but Brower counters with a shot to the head, a shot to the back of the head. And oh my, look at this. He's got Brower up into a pinning powerbomb. The referee's got no choice but to count it. 1, 2, 3, and that is the end. Dig the Bulldog Brower defeats Tony Atlas by pinfall.
Here's the time, 5 minutes and 38 seconds. Your winner, Bulldog Brower.
Well, that sucks. Tony Atlas came so close, but he couldn't overcome the trickery of Brower and Albano combined. Poor referee's head had to be on a swivel in this one, but Brower winds up squeezing out a win for himself with a 3 count. Can't say I like it much, but Atlas ended up at a disadvantage as the match went on. Rough break for Tony Atlas.
Brower and Steele just seem to keep winning. This concerns me, because Monday on the 26th, they've got a title match. Who can say? Again, Lou Albano, like Donnie says, is the guiding light. You just never know.
Good outcome for Bulldog Brower. Not so good for Mr. USA Tony Atlas. And we'll be right back with more RWL Rage right after this.